everyone, I want to welcome you to my Magblade build for PvP. This was something that a guildie of mine kind of turned me on to. Introduced me to a different concept of play, and I've had a blast playing it over the last, I don't know, 6-9 months. It's kind of a little bit of a janky build for me. I don't really have best in slot. So if you guys go ahead and build this, and we'll go over some of that, you guys can end up with better stats and probably better results than what I have. But it's still been a blast to play. I like it a lot. So let's go ahead and get into the gear and break this build down. Okay guys, now breaking down the gear, we're going to start out with Spider Cultist. If you have an Inferno Master Staff, you can run that with this build and just swap out your monster set. I haven't been lucky enough to get the Infernal to drop, so this is what I'm running at this point in time. Definitely make sure both of your staffs are infused. On the back bar, I am switching to a lightning, and you can see that I have the magic damage to the undead and Daedra enchantment. A reason for that is you just have so many kiters going in and out of mist form once they start taking damage and getting hurt. So I have this there, so just to time it. So as soon as they're getting to the end of their mist form and getting ready to come out of it, go ahead and channel a heavy attack on them. Get that enchantment to proc as soon as they're out of mist form. Can close quite a few kills on kiters and get them down into the execute range. Pretty good with that. Now, for the monster set, we are running Valscoria. However, you can see that I have that in light and the shoulder in heavy. It's not best in slot. You actually want to run those in medium, so you can go ahead and get the reduced detection radius, stamina regen, and things like that from the medium armor passives. So that will help you get a little bit better stats and playability out of it than what I do at this point in time. And then our next set is going to be Targ's Pact. Now, this is what's causing our weapon enchants to be as large as they are, even combine that with running the infused and the cooldown time. So we're proccing a lot of our glyphs constantly. We're getting a lot of damage out of that. It's been really fun playing that. You can see that everything's going to be in divines, but our two big pieces, which we get infused just to go ahead and get some more max stats. I don't bother golding out Targ's Pact just for the simple fact it's not going to affect your 5-piece item, so you're only losing, you know, very minuscule amount on your stats for your 2 to 4 pieces. But if you have the materials, go ahead. It'll help out. Running infused on 1 piece of jewelry, and then spell damage for the other 2. Okay, for skills on our front attack bar, we're going to start with Mass Hysteria. Degeneration, that's going to go ahead and give us our major sorcery when we don't have a pot up, and go ahead and give us some heals while we're in a prolonged fight if we find ourselves in that situation. Piercing Mark to go ahead and help deal with the other Nightblades we're going to be coming up against. And then our 2 spammables and main attacks that we're going to be using in this is Crushing Shock and Flame Reach. Our ultimate will also be Shooting Star. On the back bar, I do have Thunderous Rage on here, and this is the castable, so we can throw it out where we want it and keep defenses, things of that nature. We're going to be using Channeled Acceleration and Merciless Resolve as our main buffs. Of course, Shadowy Disguise. Concealed Weapon is on here just for the movement while we're in sneak. And combine that with the passes from being a vampire to help us move relatively fast. And Dampen Magic is our shield for a little bit of defense. For our Mundus Stone, we are running the Mage for a little bit of extra magic. If you're comfortable with playing with the low magic tier, you can go ahead and run it in spell damage to make your ganks a little bit harder if you like. For me, I prefer the bit of max resource on this particular build since we will be cloaking in and out. Again, we are a stage 4 vampire, and we will be running the Witch Mothers. Okay, as far as pots go, one of the main ones that you will be popping fairly consistently is Essence of Detection. It's going to go ahead and give us that increased stealth detection radius by 20 meters. This says for 14.5 seconds, but I haven't finished upgrading my alchemy, so you can have a longer duration on that for yours. We're going to give us our major sorcery. It's going to give us magic back and our major intellect to increase our magic recovery. And then we're also going to be running kind of the oh crap pot, Essence of Invisibility, for any time we're just low on resources and need to get out, we get caught in a bad way and just need to vanish so we can't be attacked. It's going to give us an immediate health boost. It's going to increase our health recovery by the 20%. Plus, it's got lingering health to go ahead and continue to give us those ticks of healing. For our champion points, we go ahead and run 56 into Elfborn to get the boost in critical damage. 43 into Elemental Expert for the 10% increase. And 62 into Spell Erosion to get as much penetration there as we can. 53 into Staff Expert. We're going to be starting our combo off with heavy attacks and light attack weaving, so we want those to hit as hard as possible. 56 into Master of Arms for all the direct damage. Then 56 into Ironclad. 1 extra into Spell Shield. You could throw it into the light armor passive if you want physical resistance. It's up to you. 56 into Resistance for the critical resist. And then 43 and 43 for the 10%. 56 into Thick Skin for the damage over time effects. 15 into Quick Recovery for the 4% increase. 44 into Warlord. 15 into Siphoner. 75 into Arcanist. 49 into Mooncalf. 35 into Shade. 51 into Tumbling. 1 into Beefowl. And that covers the champion points. Alright everybody, I hope you enjoyed this Wraith build video. I will be linking a gameplay video that you guys can watch if you want to check that out. Hope everybody enjoys it. If anybody has any questions, go ahead and put them down below and I'll answer them as soon as I can. Thanks for your time.